Hi and welcome Libra, my name is Elizabeth Bratcher, I'm a psychic medium and I am here to do your weekly read for the 26th of July until the 1st of August. I want to say thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video today. Please subscribe while you're here, and if you haven't already, give me a thumbs up or a comment. I do reply to all the comments that you guys leave on the videos, okay? So I'm doing you a full spread with my own deck, which I know you can't see very well, and also the Sun and Moon Tarot. Just remember, guys, that I am reading for a few of you, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So what the first spread's going to do, guys, is focus very much on what it is that you need to know most this week, okay? So it's going to cover both energy and specific topics. So let's have a look and see. While I'm here, guys, remember that I do the daily reads each day on YouTube. Also on Friday evenings, you'll find me doing the live feed with free readings every second Monday, today being a second Monday at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, New South Wales. You're also warmly invited to attend my spiritual gathering. You'll find the link for that on Facebook. You'll find me on Facebook under the same name, Elizabeth Bratcher, Psychic Medium. All right, so guys, let me pull the rest of your cards, which I should have been doing while I was talking. All right, so Libra, you've got... Okay, nice. Okay, so for some of you straight away, it talks about actually moving on with work, okay? So I feel like this is a movement forward, okay? So I don't feel like you're transitioning from one job into a similar job. I feel like for those of you that it's resonating to, you've been working towards a promotion. You've been feeling that energy coming in, okay? And I want to say for you that this week that energy is very strong. I also want to apply that energy for those of you that have actually been looking for work and waiting for work to come in, including just that stabilizing around it. As I said, it's a really nice energy and it was kind of like, boom, hit me straight away, okay? So for those of you that relates to with work, definitely some positive energy there. Just be mindful to keep yourself grounded and positive in your thought flows, okay? Where negative energy goes and negative energy tends to flow, okay? Now, guys, you've pulled the male and the female card here, so there is a focus on relationships this week for you guys as well. Just understanding that there is a natural order to relationships, beginnings and endings and things like that. So for some of you, there is some separation indicated, but it's not necessarily where I want to jump to straight away with the cycles. What I want to say to you more so is understanding that the relationships in different phases and different stages are in different cycles. So it's normal to perhaps, sit in more challenging times and sit in good, I was about to say gooder times then, better times. It's also natural to, as we're progressing and say, for example, we've decided we're going to make a big financial acquisition. Well, then obviously there's going to be a little bit of, stress and mindfulness and, you understand what I'm trying to say, okay? Different phases and everything else like that. So it's also about paying attention to that and not acting in a way that causes problems that aren't meant to be there, okay? So really kind of just be mindful with your relationships this week, Libra. There's a big energy for that as well, all right? I want to say that some of you have been avoiding some health matters, okay? I feel like these are ones that you have spoken to medically in some capacity in the past, and I ask you just to revisit that, okay, and see what purpose it serves. I feel like there's actually a bit of energy being drained away. So just as a general Libra as well, be mindful of health, but definitely for those that are resonating with that, I feel like it's time for you to pay attention, okay? Now, just overall, I want to say you've got the detox card, the frustration card, the healing and things like that. So some of you are actually going to be implementing a few changes. Now, some of these changes, as we've already spoken about, with work are really positive, relationships perhaps not so much so for some of you, okay, but I want to kind of throw in that third tangent as well, especially when we have talking about health and things like that, because I don't necessarily want to focus on health when I'm talking about that, but health has, the bigger implications as far as physical, emotional, mental, all that kind of energy that's there, okay? So I just want to say to you, if you're meant to be doing something with your health, especially when it comes to your self-discipline behind it, pay attention. It's time, okay? It is really time to start moving forward with that. All right. Now, Libra, I also want to pull you guys some tarot. So as usual, I've given the cards a good shuffle before I've started today. There's your jump card, energy for the week. All right. So you've got the Eight of Pentacles for your energy for the week, and which, as I said, hard work really is starting to pay off, okay? And that hard work will pay off that you put into things this week as well, so don't be afraid to take on the challenges that we've spoken about, all right? Now, and as I said, for some of you, that's work coming in as well, so there's a nice strong energy with that. Just be mindful, as I said, about getting caught in negative mindsets, and also, misplaced direction with behaviours and things like that this week, because you've got the devil energy that sits there, which talks about the tendency to fall into bad traits, addictive behaviours, all of those kind of little bits and pieces, but also bring about that energy that makes you feel like things are a lot worse than what they really are. This is where I say stay connected to yourself, okay? Stay connected to yourself so that you don't do that, all right? Don't be afraid to call yourself out a little bit either. But you've got the Three of Cups that's there, which talks about celebration. And as I said, there is a lot of celebratory energy through there. And I want to put that in a position of business as well. When I actually sit on it with the Three of Cups energy that's there, I'm seeing a new beginning with business that's there, or it's a business that's getting some new life into it, okay? But there's a really nice positive energy around for those of you that's resonating with. I want to say to you, just keep the momentum up and set yourself schedules. Like, don't just feel like, oh yeah, I've got all this enthusiastic energy, I'm just going to go, you'll burn yourself out, okay? Schedule yourself from the beginning. The Eight of Wands, so as I said, yeah, I'm feeling like it's this week around you. And then the Ace of Swords, okay, which is it's a beautiful energy, and it talks about new beginnings and things like that. However, for some of you, it is coming off the back of separations and things like that. So just know that it is, though, carrying the energy of a new beginning, and that you've got that cycles card. It's a natural order of things. It may not feel like it always at the time, okay, but the circumstances and the closures that are experienced around you this week are meant to be, okay? And just remember that out of the rubble, we can always rebuild, okay? So guys, that is what I have for you this week. I hope that it has resonated and helped. I'd love to see you on the daily reads. Otherwise, I will see you Friday for the live feed, or perhaps even tonight for the spiritual gathering. But wherever I see you, however I see you, take care until then.